Hello to round 3 of the WSR BVTCC 2021 Championship. This time we are at branch Indy for round 3. This is also a 3-race event. We are now on the formation lap of race 1. On this short circuit I qualified P3 behind Mike Cooper and Daniel Hurlock. So it was a very nice qualifying lap for me. But fast drivers are behind me, like Chris, Tom, Kenneth, my teammate Ollie Page at P15. So let's see what he can manage at the back of the field. And yeah, we are almost at the start grid again. So let's watch for the start. Let's see how my field of view is over here. Let's see. Yeah, my field of view is pretty good. So let's take a look at the start at this point before we driving into the first corner. Waiting on the lights. Alright, here are the lights. And off we go. So not a great start for me. As you can see, I lose already 2 places. But have a nice gap over here. But already another attack from behind. So now in front of me is Steve Wood. I'm on P5 at the moment with Andy Siemens behind me. And Tom is behind Andy. So the first thing to do in this race is to settle in. Getting some nice lap times, race lap times in there. And now we gonna look further what we can do in this race. But for now we have to defend. Because Andy is right behind me. Yeah, like I said, it is a very short track. The lap times are around 48, I think, I believe. So yeah, that's pretty quick. The race distance is 24 laps. So they will taking away very fast. Right, now in front of me, a gap, while I press the picture button. So lap 4 ending right now. Let's take a look at the starting grid, or the grid. At P1 is Cooper, at P2 Hurlock, at P3 also Hurlock, at P4 Wood, P5 we are driving there, at P6 Siemens, P7 we have Parker, P8 we have Chris English, P9 we have Rodriguez, P10 we have Taylor, P11 Kenneth, then we have P12 Cal Benton, also a very quick driver, then P13 Tony, P14 Andy, P15 just took P15 is Alan, P16 Paulo, P17 Ollie Page, so he lose also 2 places, Adrian at P18 and Chris at P19, as we all can read on the top. So yeah, the top 3 is gone. Then Steve Wood on P4, I can see him in front of me, but he's managed to create a little gap. The good thing about this, yeah, he don't hold me up, so I can drive my own pace and try to hold back Andy Siemens and Tom Parker. 2 cars who are yeah, putting up the pressure on me. So yeah, it's looking good right now. Having some good pace. I can keep up with Steve Wood. So that's also very hard to overtake for Andy. Yeah, he has to find the gap, but on this small circuit there are no really overtaking spots. Because there are a lot of fast corners. Turn 1 an overtake is yeah, very hard to do. I would say no place to overtake. Over here, this hairpin, there is possible to outbrake your opponent. You don't get him there, get close over here, stay behind him in this corner and make a good run over here. Maybe you can set him up for this corner, but it's also a very fast corner, long corner, so very difficult to put your car there next to your opponent. So not many driving or overtaking spots on this circuit. So that's in my luck in this round. So yeah, as you could see, that was an attack from Andy Siemens on me. I could defend that attack, but he really wants to pass me. So he will put everything together to get an overtake. He's really putting the pressure on me. Also here, very close to each other. Goes for an attack, but also Tom Parker goes for the attack, and he gets Andy Siemens. So now Tom is going to put the pressure on me, and I have not a great exit over there, so I have to watch out over here, but he's settling. Alright, yeah, I hope that Andy will put the pressure on Tom, so they will have a fight and I can drive away. But at the moment, Tom putting everything together to goes for an attack. Alright, Tom has a bad exit, so Andy tries it, but keeps behind him. As I said, it is difficult to overtake someone over here. Sometimes you think you have the chance and the opponent can make it. So I believe I saw a little mistake of Tom over there. He was a bit sliding. So he lost some time to me, and yeah, I have now Andy behind here still. It has to watch out for him. So a little breathing room for me. So it looks like I close a little bit the gap between me and Steve in front of me. But Tom Parker is quite fast. He's already closing the gap to me. So alright, we are now at lap 17, going to lap 18, and I think Tom is going for an overtake. And we have at P1 Mike Cooper, of course, and here we have an overtake, an attack from Tom Parker at the inside, and he's made it. At P2 we have Daniel, P3 we have Joseph, P4 Steve, P5 Tom, taking a place from me, so I'm P6. Then we have Andy behind us again. P8 we have Rodriguez, P9 Benton, and at P10 is Chris English. And there we had a lag because the Steve Wood is still on the track and not in the wall. So that was a bit strange for me. My teammate Ollie Page made a position well. He's now at P16. So let's see. We're going into the lap 20. So almost to the end. So Tom Parker is putting the pressure on Steve Wood. So at the moment I was hoping they are going to fight very hard with each other, but fair. So they will lose some time. So the battle for P4. Tom Parker is looking for a gap where he can put his car next to Steve's car. So let's see if he can pull it off. With a few laps to go. So if he wants to take that P4, he has to really do something. So a nice gap behind me. And here is Steve making a mistake. Can Tom Park get him? Not yet. But Steve had to watch out for Tom. So on the inside, and again a clean move from Tom. So I'm now a little bit closer, but timing is running down. So I don't think we can make it. So alright, we are now at lap 24, the last lap. So if I want to take P5, I have to overtake him here, but too far away. So if I don't make mistakes, I will take P6 and some nice solid points. So alright, here we're crossing the line at P6 and race is over. So it was an enjoyable race. Close to the top runners. So yeah, let's end this race. Be right back and let's load the second race. We're gonna head off, load the second race. Let's see, Indy race 2, loading. So alright, to the next race. So alright, here we are on the start grid, race 2. So this is race 2 of round 3 of the WSR BVTCC 2021 Championship at Indy. So the formation lap will start very soon, if everybody is loading up to the grid. So alright, the formation lap. So this is the last car. I'm trying to follow some other cars, but my keyboard doesn't react quite well. So let's do it the normal way. Alright, back on the start grid, starting at P6. Everybody is lining up. My Cooper again on pole position. So here are the lights. Lights are going on. And off we go again. Again, not a great start. I lose already 2 positions over here. 3 positions. So at this circuit my starts are not great. Already at P9. But keep it clean. Try to make no mistakes. No carnage. So also the second race, it looks also very good. So no big incidents. But Joseph have taken the lead. Mike Cooper at P2, Steve at P3, very nice from him. At P4 we have Daniel, then we have Tom. P6 Andy, there's someone spun out. At P7 Rodriguez, P8 Benton, and there we are driving at P9. Close to Benton, trying to follow him. At P10 behind me we have Alan. At P11 we have Paulo. P12 Kenneth, who is overtaken by Chris. So Kenneth is now 13. At P14 we have Tony. P15 Chris. P16 Adrian, P17 Ollie Page, P18 Andy, and P19 Tim. So yeah, I try to chase at Benton. Already in a little gap. Gap in front of me, gap behind me. That's the kind of thing I like, because I have no pressure from behind and I can drive my own race pace. No one is holding me up. So yeah, there are no battles, but yeah, fighting for the points. We are driving now in lap 13, still at P9. Yeah, I couldn't keep up with Benton, driving away from me. Still in the gap is only getting bigger. Let's see how the standings are right now. Mike, the leading position at P2, Joseph, P3, Daniel, P4, Andy, P5, Tom, P6, Rodriguez, P7 is Benton, so he's already one on place. So we have Steve Woods again in front of us. Behind us we have at P10 Paulo, Chris at P11, but very close to Paulo, so he's going for an overtake. Behind that we have at P12 Kenneth, at P13 Alan, P14 Adrian. There is the overtake of Chris. Nice 15th place of Ollie Page. P16 Chris, P17 Andy, P18 Tim, and P19 Tony. See, this is what I see in the car. So I see Steve in front of me, and yeah, Mr. English is closing the gap to me. So I have to try to drive my ass off and hold Chris behind me. But he's quite fast. Most of the times he is faster than me, so As we can see, Chris closing the gap quite well. Oh, the gap in front of me with Steve Wood is a little bit the same. So Chris is also already looking at the inside. Let's come the outside over here. Yeah, lap 17 right now. So I don't think I can hold this for a few more laps, but let's try anyway. Try to have a good exit over here. Here he's taking the inside, so I was a bit careful. And yeah, he already passed me, so that went quite fast. I tried the inside over here. It's getting the outside, so yeah, I have to back it off. So yeah, lost one place over here, but then we have the next driver behind me. A little bit too close for comfort, so I try to follow Chris and hoping he can pull me away from the driver behind me. So Paolo behind us with let's say 5 laps to go. And of course is Chris English running away from me. If you see how fast he was closing the gap to me. He's also quite fast to make the gap to me. are in lap 23, so 2 laps to go. I really want to finish at 10th place. In the Formula 1, that is the place where you get the last 1 point. It's not over here because it's the BVTCC. They have slightly other rules, like a 3 race event. So we are now in lap 24, the last lap. Bring it home. And as we can see, Chris is battling with Steve Wood. But here we have it, a P10 for race 2. So yeah, let's load race 3. Yeah, it was not a very great weekend because race 1 I lost some positions from P3 to P6, and race 3 we were going from P6 to P10. So I don't hope it's going to be the same at race 3, as I load in for race 3 right now. Wait on the loading screen. So now we are starting at P10, I believe. There was a reversed grid for the top 8, top 9 cars, I think. So some fast drives are right in front of me. So they are running away eventually from me. But maybe we can manage to keep up with them. And try to make some overtakes, but yeah, let's see. Let's put on the screen back to the grid. Here we go. Everybody is lining up at the grid. So yeah, the top 9 positions are reversed. Teammate at P15, so 5 places behind me. Alright, starting the formation lap of round 3 of the WSR BVTCC 2021 Championship. Branch Indy, race 3. The last race for today. So let's see what's going to happen over here. In the middle of the field, so yeah, not always the greatest spot to be, because sometimes there's a lot of carnage in the middle of the pack at the start of the race. So if there's carnage, I hope I can avoid it. Rolling back on the starting grids. And there we stand, quite nicely. Waiting for everybody to stand still. And there are the lights going on. The lights are off, so here we go. Alright, it was an okay start, or let's say everybody else behind me has also a bad start. And the guys in front of me have a good start, but they are also the fast runners. So the first couple of corners, someone is already going wide. Paolo is already searching for a gap next to me, so he can overtake me. And I want to drive behind Cooper, so he can drag me a little bit forward. I was hoping that. So yeah, the first couple of laps quite okay. Here an attack of Paolo. He's now fighting with Cooper. Of course, Alan Smith already behind me. I battle a lot with Alan. Some good racing, some close racing, sometimes a little bit too close, but yeah, it's part of racing, of course. So now I'm attacking Paolo. A little bit of kisses here and there, tucking behind. Couldn't make it. Have to watch out for Alan. Little kiss of Alan, but keep to hold it on track. And really a warning from me, if I make a mistake, Alan will pass me. Maybe he will right over here, yes, on the inside. So yeah, now I lost 2 places. Lost 1 place to Paolo and 1 place to Alan. Adrian is behind me now. So we are at P11, P12, sorry. Lost 2 places. And another try, but it was too far away. Last year I had quite a lot, that I had a good qualifying lap, but fell back in the race quite a lot of times. little bit used to it, but it's not a great thing. So defending the inside over here. And at this moment I really want to pass Alan. Because I know if I have nice clean laps, I'm a little bit quicker than Alan. But a lot of the times it's a little bit messy. So we have on the lead Chris English, that's P2, we have Steve, P3, we have Rodriguez, P4 Siemens, P5 Joseph, P6 Tom, P7 Mike Cooper, has already won a couple of places. Then we have Daniel, and I'm right behind Alan right now. So at 9th position we had Kel, but someone is spun around there. I think behind Kel we have Paulo, then Alan, and then me. A lot of dust in this race around the corners because many cars are driving too wide. And yeah, the faster guys want to drive forwards. The slower guys are try to defend very hard to have some good positions at the end of the race. Cooper already at P5, so he's doing really well. I'm still struggling at my current position. So yeah, that's P11. In front of me, and Adrian behind me. Is putting the pressure on me. Behind Adrian there's a wide gap, so if I lose this spot I don't lose many places, just one. And he's already looking for the position. So here we have a close battle. Still the battle for P10. We are in lap 11 and there, yeah, that was a good run of Paulo. Now I'm fighting with Alan. So still lost no places, but the driver in front of me and the driver behind me has swapped places. So because of some little mistakes of Alan, we pulled a gap, a little gap between me and Alan. Still behind Paolo. Try to put some pressure on him, so he will also make a mistake. But yeah, we are still P11. We are now ending lap 15. Over the half of the race. So I just decided to not record event 1 and 2. They are quite a while back, and I had not so good results over there. For me it's always I have to learn a little bit the car, learn a little bit the circuits, and at the end of the season I drive quite well, but in the beginning it's nowhere. I'm really fighting with the car then. But yeah, this event, event 3, and the next event, event 4, went quite well. Some good results, so always nice to show your good results. Yeah, it takes also some time to record those replays. I don't stream because I want to have the performance of my my computer for the racing itself. So I have the best race experience and no stutters or frame drops because I'm streaming. Next race is next week, for as I record this now. So that will be at Friday the 13th of August. Let's check if that's right. Of August, we are at Knock Hill, a 24 lap race, so also 24 laps. Then we have to drive at the end of the month at Truxton. Then we have Croft, Silverstone National, Donington and Branch GP as the final race. So that are the races that are coming up. And for me at the beginning of September the IndyCar is starting, so I hope I have a lot of DTM videos online, because that's also the championship. I want to record a few more videos, especially towards the end. It was a quite close championship. So lap 21 right now, almost there. Still P11. But Steve Wood is looks out of the race because he's falling back. So that makes a P10 for me. My teammate Ollie Pates at P15. So also a nice result for him, as long as we don't drive last. So Mike Cooper, he started in front of me. Yes, overtook some people, and it's at P4 right now. So yeah, P10 at the moment, and the Siemens behind me. He overtook Alan Smith, so another gap. So I have also the standings for after this race and after round 4, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, the standings are after round 4. The last race I recorded, Alton Park, was the last race I drove. So I'm currently at P9 in the standings. In front of me, Rodriguez. I've 20 points behind Rodriguez, and Steve Wood is 1 point behind me, so that's very close. Also Paolo has 5 points less than me, so that will be a close battle for P9, I think. Maybe P10. But yeah, here we have the race. This was the race. This was Brand's Indy. The next race was Alton Park, so I've already uploaded that one. And yeah, it's looking good for the moment. And we are now heading off to Knox Hill. So I will see you there at Knox Hill. Driving to my pit box. So I end the stream over here, and yeah, I will see you next time.